Today we're going to go over swim moves. Got my old student visiting today, Zach Coffey. Hopefully one day he'll be a student again. But he's out training with Mr. Justin Rader and Rafael Lovato Jr. while he's in Oklahoma City. So he's going to help me on a technique today on this Thanksgiving break. The swim move is an armbar attack, but you can hit it from multiple areas. Today I'm just going to show 3, but there's about 4, 5, 6 different solid places that you could really hit it from, but these 3 are like the meat and potatoes, okay? I'm going to show you the basics of it first, and then everything's basically just different movements, okay? So let's do it from the turtle position, head towards the camera. So I'll show a few different angles, and then we'll get into the setups. So I have his back, maybe I have his back, I got the seat belt, whatnot. What I want you to think about is I'm going to go from this hooking position over to this hooking position, so I'm hooking that arm, okay? And then my leg's going to go across his body, so it starts to go across his body over here. You see that? So my foot's going across. This arm over here is going to start to brace on my elbow, and then I'll post on my head, but I'll also pass this knee across. Watch. So my knee comes across, and then I put my knee down. Now my foot's on the back of his head, and my knee's down. So my knee's down here. The real momentum in the technique comes from when I put my hips on the mat. So I'm going to take my hip and toss it to the mat. So now I'm over here. You'll notice my foot's in the back of his head. It's going to be kicking him over. My leg gets in his body. It's going to be trying to kick him over as well. So if I could do it with just my legs, awesome. If not, I can use the hand on the feet. I could pull the near side one, pull it over me, scissor my legs, come up, hug that leg, maybe ride it, cross my ankles with the foot that's on the head on the bottom side. Different angle. Just change the angle every time here. So I'm here, right? Seat belted. I switch and come across, foot, brace. Now, last time I grabbed this foot, I can also reach across and grab the foot over here. Swim move, kick the head. See how I'm kicking the head and kicking his body back? That's what I'm doing with my legs. Now I'm putting the foot that's underneath, or that's on bottom, is going to be the one that's towards his head. Okay? One last change. Let's do it from the back side. Okay, now we can do it in different spots. So it's the same technique, I'll just do it in different spots in the game. One of them will be like, if I set these kind of arm bars up a lot, okay? Collar tie, elbow, you push the elbow into the center, you shift, and then I'm going to lock that shoulder. The side that I'm locking is on bottom, again, to make it tighter, instead of having that gap up there. So let's tie it like this. When you get a little bit better at catching that, you can just throw your hips that way, so I could go like this and lock. Either way, I put my hand over here and I hug my thigh again. So my arms across, touching my thigh. I'm going to reach underneath his leg, hook the leg, and I would typically come to arm lock him and throw him. Or throw him, right? Throw him to his back, or just stretch out the arm bar from here. So as I'm doing that, I lock the shoulder, I hook the arm, and Zach is hip to that. He knows that I'm going to go for this leg and for that pendulum grip, so he starts to drop his weight this way to change that momentum. So I let go and I keep this knee in front of his head because I'm going to cup his head with my foot, remember? I'll swim my arm out and get to my knees. Swim out up to my knees, and then I can rotate back over. Hook, hook. One more time. Let's go a little bit of an angle like 45. Thank you. So here, boom, over. Oh, he drops. Swim my arms out, shift. Now look, let's just talk about the feet. I can use my momentum to flip them over, that's awesome. Sometimes heavier guys are gonna need to get their foot pulled. If I pull them this way, it's like trying to make them flip. It's not gonna fly. I'm like, ugh. So I can pull the foot over me. If you look at like how Ronda Rousey showed on the Ultimate Fighter show, go across the far side foot, pull it towards the butt, scissor her over, maybe right, and I'm back into this spider web position. Last but not least, we have the mounted position where guys are going to bridge, okay? We'll break it down into easy steps because you got to understand it. It's really not a super fast move. It's still a calculated move. And he's basically going to bridge over. As he starts to bridge over, I'll step up and hook his arm. I slide my head down, my body down, I pull him over, hook the leg, and I'm here, back into that attack position. So, let me show you something, go sideways, about this space. Some people, go ahead and turn, try and make the switch and then go like this, which can be hard to catch sometimes, and then you go over, and then you're going over a flat foot. But notice his body's flat right here. It's like it stay there. It's against the mat. And when he gets to his knees, boom, there's a space there, right? So I'm gonna count on that. Let's go super slow. Just turn just a little bit. My foot stays flat. It seems awkward. It seems like it's gonna get bent underneath him or whatnot, but it's not. As soon as he continues to get to his knees, boom, it swivels right underneath him. Now I'm able to start to take him over and get him to this position. One more time. Let's do it from angle this way. Mount it, I step up, boom, hook the arm, goes over, pull him, scissor him, hook, hook, and I'm here. So you've got the back position, the guard position, and the mount position. Those are like the meat and potatoes. There's other cool places like in dogfight and stuff like that where, you know, I can end up jumping over people and going for arm locks and arm drags, do the same kind of things if you get fancy with it. All right, start to get into those positions. So we can get a little bit more advanced for sure, but it's definitely like you have to know the meat and potatoes before you start tossing in the crazy arm drag series type real-time grappling positions. Thanks. Thank you, Zach.